Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. So today I'm working on the Green Capri. I got my rack and pinion back from being rebuilt. I got some bushings and I got some wheels and tires that hopefully will work. They're pretty big though. We'll see. We'll see if they fit. Anyway, stick around, click like, subscribe, and leave us a comment below. Well, these wide slicks that I have in the back keep going flat, so I picked up some used wheels and tires that are actually from a Ford Fiesta, I think. And they're the wrong offset because Fiesta's front wheel drive. This car's rear wheel drive, so I'm going to use some wheel spacers to get my back spacing where I need it to be. I'm not a big fan of wheel spacers, but when you find a set of wheels with tires for $300, you make it work. So we're going to pull these guys off. Living risky. Like the perfect size. Oh, that's impressive. I probably need to turn the music down since YouTube. It's gonna be risky, but we'll give it a shot anyway. See if they're gonna fit. So everything on this car has been metric so far. And the lug nut studs are 7/16 fine. Ha ha ha. That's funny. Alright, so we'll have to get some lug nuts. That's an easy problem to solve. I guess I'll show you the wheels I'm going to put on this thing. So I found some bronze 6 spokes. Which actually fit the back. Barely. A little fender trimming, be fine. I think the 2-inch spacers are going to be a little bit too much. We'll just cut the wheel well out so the wheels can work. That's how they did it back in the 60s and 70s. Let's see what our options are for that. I'm gonna go ahead and get this rack put in because that's really what I'm trying to do. Those are pretty big. Might need to trim the fenders a little bit. Wide body kit. Gravity. Just like that. This thing was chrome at one time. Fancy. Gosh, where'd they find that thing?
What's that?
That car. What year is that?
When was the last time you saw one?
Oh, years and years ago. Wow. Been sitting now.
It sat for a bit.
Yeah. Oh well.
I think I got it. Be sure to run that down with an impact. Make sure I cross thread it. Alrighty, rack is in. Self-threading bolts. Whew, are we taking bets on how many of these are going to break? All of them? Need a rain suit. Gravity helping me out again. Holy cow. Can't believe those came out. Covered in rust. It came out. Winning. We can make extra camber adjustments there. Just cook them out. Now you've gone and done it. My body is sore from laying laminate vinyl floors in my house. That's my rentals. I am paying for that right now. I suppose brute force is going to be necessary. Why wouldn't they just be cut? One half go in from each side. That's the way the modern ones are done. Think about that. Maybe I'll just cut it in half. So I can't figure out a way to get this caster rod bushing into this control arm, so I'm going to cut it on one side. That way I have full protrusion of the recess, and then they'll just lock back together as two bushings instead of one solid one. Shouldn't affect anything. It'll still do everything it's supposed to do because it's all clamped together once the caster rod is installed. So I'm going to cut this on the bandsaw real quick. So now one bushing is two, and it'll work just fine. That's going to be less than pleasant to put together. Probably need to strap that. Oh, struggles. Just drive that shim in there with the big dog. Get her done. Don't go too tight. Knock that guy off just there. Yeah, drop the cotter key in there. Tighten this guy up. Perfect. Drop some cotter keys in there, and that part's done. We can put our sway bar bushings back on, or caster rod bushings, whatever you call this thing, because I don't have the right bushings for that. The bushings I have are incorrect. That's okay. I think we're going to be able to make those wheels work. Maybe not the front tires, but the wheels actually look pretty good. I need about a 10 mil shim in the back to bring the tire off the rear spring, and they'll fit just fine with these big meats on it. And then we'll get some smaller tires for the fronts with probably a 1-inch spacer instead of the 2-inch spacer, and I think we'll be right where we need to be. So that's exciting.
Got plenty of travel.
I don't think those could fit any better.
Yeah, you've still got like a half-inch there.
I'll probably have to clearance I may have to roll the fender.
That's okay.
But I feel like it might clear, actually.
Mm-hmm. Now, will it clear the inside?
Is that?
You're thinking when it has like a 15 millimeter spacer on it?
I have 2 washers stacked behind it now.
It's a very technical way
not do shims. But I wanted to see if it would fit, so I stuck washers back there.
Okay.
Because my shims will be here probably on Monday with the holidays.
This is a mock-up.
This is a mock-up section, yes.
Gotcha. Does it clear the inside with the spring?
I might have to take off the wrap. But yes, it clears the spring. There's a strap wrap, and I can cut the outer one off, or cut the whole thing off.
I think it looks great.
That looks like right where I want it. I like it. That's a lot of wheel and tire under that car.
Oh yeah.
Worst buzzer ever.
Absolutely.
Oh no, the key's not working. That's why I've left the key in this for ever since I've owned it, because sometimes you pull it out and it doesn't work.
Sounds like the old school apartment buzzers. You buzz me in. Pause for technical difficulties.
The key's not going in deep enough.
Oh well.
That's a problem.
Not getting enough penetration, I see.
That's what she said.
It happens. It is cold outside, so.
Crap! Hey, it went.
And now she wants that. Come on, girl. is a little smoky. It's okay. Woo! A little raw fuel. Little cusses.
I was going to take this thing down the road real quick, and I had it here warming up, and it ended up running out of fuel. So I guess I'm glad I didn't take this thing for a drive. But I figured it's up here, I might as well put on these little beauty rings since I've got them. I found these from a fella who had the same hood, the same colored hood, and of course it got all damaged in a windstorm, so that was kind of a waste. I actually got that hood for the race car Capri, but get back to that project soon, especially now that this one's running. This one's got a little dent in it, but it kind of gives it a evil wink. So we're just going to use it. Because these things are super hard to find. If you find nice ones, they're expensive. I like it.
Well, the next step on this little Capri is going to be to pull the bumpers and get it on the alignment rack. Unfortunately, this weekend I wasn't able to do any of that because my alignment rack needed some maintenance. Basically, the salt and brine water from the winters over the last few years has gotten in between the powder coat and the rear plate surfaces, so literally the powder coat came off in sheets. So we disassembled the rear plates on the alignment rack, pulled it all apart, scraped it clean, repainted it, resealed it. Now it's time to put my plates back together. So I got to get that done before we start our day here today, which means I'm not going to get anything else done on this car today. But we're making headway. I have some wheel spacers ordered for it, which should make me able to use these Rota wheels, which are going to look really good on this thing and make this thing stick to the pavement and make it tons of fun to drive. So next step, bumpers, alignment, well, bumper delete and alignment, and then this thing's pretty much ready to go out and start having some fun in. So I'm looking forward to driving this thing. At any rate, click like, subscribe, leave us a comment below. Thanks for coming along for the ride. We'll see you on the next one, guys.